So it's official, President Trump does in fact have a strong stench. The degree of trolling against him has reached new heights. Here's something else you should know. Earlier this year, there was a photo that proved without a doubt that he wears diapers, so you see it was all true. Now everyone is wondering whether Melania and him don't share a bed because of it. Aside from that, Barron Trump has a hard time making friends at school, where he is teased all the time due to his father's strong stench, and nobody wants to play with him. Melania is in excruciating agony all the time because she tries to comfort her kid, but nothing helps. She has pleaded with Trump to change, and even temporarily stopped him from using diapers. It went to a whole new level with the publication of the new ad. But before we go into it, please subscribe and like the video, so the algorithm takes it into consideration. Of course, the anti-Trump organization. The Lincoln Project released a well-planned commercial that took advantage of the buzz around the hashtag Trump smells the advertisement, which made a subtle reference to the outgoing president, was released across X, the platform previously known as Twitter, on Saturday, in an attempt to mock Trump, the frontrunner for the Republican nomination for president in 2024. This dar in creation, which lasts only 40 seconds, takes viewers on an olfactory journey through vile scenes, stinking trash, hideous animal experiment, dirty nappies, and even rotting cheese. A political advocacy organization, mostly made up of Republicans, came up with this daring campaign, appropriately called Limburger. To counter Trump's presidential ambitions, accompanying the icky graphics, is an audio track that features a person's audible sniffing and coughing in reaction to the foul smells. Behold the previous president's mouse essence. A deep, powerful voice firmly asserts as the camera pans towards the magnificent Trump Tower in New York. During a crucial moment out of nowhere, the distinctive voice of comedian Kathy Griffin steps in to provide her take on Trump's fragrance, which she describes as a peculiar combination of body odor and scented cosmetics. A generic female voice overcome with horror sniffs, coughs, and contorts her face as the commercial reaches its peak. "Donald, is that you?" she asks, casting a pervasive shadow over the conversation. The Lincoln Project has gallantly used social media fury as a weapon in their political warfare, skillfully incorporating it into a web of offensive sense and scathing criticism. Viewers are reminded of the lingering smell of Trump's purported presence. With every breath, it's a brave and audacious approach that aims to make a lasting imprint on the nation's collective nose. To seek the Trump campaign's opinion on the commercial, we contacted them. It all started when Trump's longtime political opponent and ex-representative Adam Kinzinger brought up the Trump smells hashtag on X. Kinzinger urged people to use masks if they can, and expressed amazement that Trump's inner circle had not addressed his unusual smell. A Trump spokesman denied Kinzinger's allegations and accused her of being a funny who farted on national television in reaction to her charges. The spokesman went on to harshly condemn Kinzinger, saying that the disgraced leader was betraying his nation and showing contempt for everyone around him because he was unhappy with his life. Trump, who was running unopposed in the Republican presidential primaries for 2024, unveiled a new TV commercial on Sunday Ads, highlighting Trump's 2018 Christmas Day trip to Iraq, will run in the states of AWA, New Hampshire, and South Carolina, strategically placed weeks before the IWA caucuses. The commercial highlights Trump's position as commander-in-chief in the one-minute clip. Former White House press secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders recounts the story of how Trump and the First Lady unexpectedly entered a room full of soldiers in western Iraq. The room went into a frenzy of tremendous emotion as people celebrated the return of patriotism to our country under President Trump. "Mr. President, the fall I decided to re-enlist in the military because of you," a young soldier's voice resounded across the room. "And my dear son, I stand here today because of heroes like you," the president said without missing a beat. This commercial comes as Trump tries to maintain his lead in the presidential race as the first round of contests is about to begin, starting in Iowa. Next month, the Decision Desk HQ poll average shows that Trump has a decisive lead in Iowa, with a margin of 33.6 percentage points in New Hampshire. His lead narrows to just 17 points, and his former UN ambassador Nikki Haley finishes in a solid second position with a margin of 29.5 percentage points. Trump easily defeats Haley in South Carolina in a historic Christmas greeting on Truth Social. Former President Trump launched a vicious assault calling for the rot in hell, of those people he views as dangerous to the country. On Monday, the former president's